Blonde Bombshell Belief, Valentine's Day edition. Now, all of you are quite aware that I decided that I was going to introduce a new segment, especially for Valentine's Day. So, I thought, what can I do to make it more personable? And there's something I haven't done in a while, and that's like a question and answer session. But it can't be just called any old question and answer. Oh, no, 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 no. It had to be called a new question and answer because I had to have a new sign. And it's called Dear Bombshell. Now, I have written out 20 questions here. I'm going to randomly pick up a question that you have all sent me, and I'm going to answer it and give you my advice. It's kind of fun, isn't it? So let's see the first question. And these are no order. Ooh, here we go. Dear Bombshell, by the way, I've taken your question, wrote it on a slip of paper, and then made it my own by writing Dear Bombshell on the back. And it's all in red because February is the month of Heart Awareness Month also for the PCOSers. We are at the highest stroke level, highest high blood pressure level, and it's just a way to bring awareness. So on the 3rd, it's the 3rd or the 4th, one of those days, I'll have to update you on my Facebook. Everyone is to wear red in honor of Heart Awareness Month. So, Dear Bombshell, here we go. A friend asked me if they could set me up on a blind date on Valentine's Day. Should I go or should I not? I would say, how well do you know this friend? A. Do you trust them? B. And C. If you feel like that's what you want to do, then go for it. If you don't want to put yourself at risk for maybe another heartbreak, don't go for it. Next question. Dear Bombshell, I have plans to surprise my girl, but she is a control freak. She must know everything, like where we are going, how long we will be gone. How do I get her to relax and, quote, let her hair down, end quote, and most of all, just enjoy our time together? Well, honestly, I'm kind of a control freak too. So I think it's great that you want to surprise your young lady. And I think it's great that you want to have her relax and just enjoy your time together. That's great. But if she likes to have her life planned out and be on a schedule, how do you not know that she doesn't already have plans? I guess it's like if you are in a relationship already, then and you want to just surprise her with something, you might say, don't make plans for February 14th because I already got it taken care of. And if she says, like, where are we going? What are we doing? Say, relax, let your hair down. I got it covered. And I will let you know, but just keep the day open. I think that's better and then just whatever. I'm kind of a control freak too, so I do like to have things planned out. Dear Bombshell, my man's idea of romance is pizza and football. Great news! Valentine's Day is not on a Sunday or a Monday this year. However, if he wants to watch some other sport, help! How can I get him away from sports to, like, focus on me, us? Okay. Men don't always realize that it's a holiday. They kind of, you have to give them hints that a holiday's even coming. So I would say, you might, kind of like the previous question, say, February 14th is Valentine's Day, even if you have to come out and say it. And if they say, yeah, so? That's when you say, well, I've got plans for us. And you don't have to tell them the plans. Just say, from this time to that time, we're going to do something. Just, put a bug in their ear. But I don't think that, if you're in a relationship, I don't think that you should have to feel like that you're having an inconvenience of trying to focus on the you two time together. You know what I'm saying? I think that it should come naturally. I don't think that you telling him that he can't watch sports on that day is a good thing. No. I would just say, discuss it and ahead of time, see if you both can come up with a plan that you both can agree with. Oh boy. Dear Bombshell, Valentine's Day. Do you have plans? I kind of do. SmackDown is on that night. There's also a brand new Hallmark movie. But there is no way that I'm going to miss my Dean Ambrose or my AJ Styles. Sorry. I am deeply in love with those guys. Here we go. Dear Bombshell, I've been dating my man for several years, and he never has celebrated the holiday with me. Be it a birthday, an anniversary, or even Valentine's Day. Is there a way I can get him to be romantic? I will tell you this way. My grandpa is probably like your man, which is not romantic. If he actually gets a gift, it's because somebody's put a bug in his ear. Or reminded him, hey, you know what? The next holiday's coming up. But I would say it doesn't always have to be about what you get. It could be just about spending time together. I think that would be a great gift. Because time is a gift that you cannot return. You cannot take back. And it comes from the heart. And that's what it really should be about. It should be about gifts coming from the heart. Dear Bombshell, how important is Valentine's Day, really? And would it be okay to take my girl hunting or fishing? If you were Luke Bryan, I would say hunting, fishing, and loving every day would be okay. But also, if it's something that you guys did when you first met, sure, it's great. But I don't think that most women would want to go hunting and fishing. Maybe fishing, yes. Hunting, I don't see that as a no. No. I just don't think it's a cool idea. Dear Bombshell, I want to get my Valentine chocolates, but she rarely eats candy. Do you have any suggestions? There's other things besides candy. Guys, there's the Dollar Tree. They have cards. They have teddy bears. They have little ornaments you can stick on the shelf. I mean, you all got to be creative here. I know I'm trying to give you all helpful hints, and I hope that you're all taking them to heart. But definitely think about this here, okay? Dear Bombshell, please recall your best Valentine's Day gift, and what was it, and what made it the best? Well, that would have to be with Mr. 8.5 years. I've said this before. This I think was either year 6 or 7. It was near the end of our relationship because it was like towards the end, the gifts got big, and I didn't really care about the gifts. All I really wanted was him here, and he never got that. But he said, you have your choice of either the Vermont teddy bear or a pajamagram. And at the time, I loved this Vermont teddy bear so much, I named him Harley, and I still have him. He's up there on my shelf in his box, in the Vermont teddy bear box, because I refused to throw the box away. And the card is still in the box. And I think that was probably, even though it was a surprise and that was not planned, it was a very great and thoughtful gift that he did. Something that I will probably always cherish for the rest of the days that of my life, because honestly, I don't see another Valentine's Day happening like that for me. That's why I'm kind of leaning towards IVF and adoption at this point, because the man that I would love to have a relationship with wants nothing to do with me. But Mike, Mr. 8.5 years, got me a Valentine's Day of the teddy bear, Vermont teddy bear, and that's probably going to be the best Valentine's Day gift I ever got. Next question. I dropped it. Dear Bombshell, I'm learning how to cook. I want to showcase my abilities on Valentine's Day. Should I? Oh boy. I would say that yes, you should. Find out his favorite dish, learn how to cook it, and tell him that you want to surprise him with dinner. You can either tell him or actually just say we have dinner plans and don't tell him where dinner's at. And then, wham, there's dinner, But I would say also, again, the best gifts come from the heart. And they say that a way to a man's heart is through his stomach, right? I'm blonde, so forgive me if that's wrong. Okay. Dear Bombshell, when will we see more of you playing that wonderful piano? Well, it comes down to self-confidence, I'm still practicing. I would love to get some more sheet music, but I don't have a place around here that has country western sheet music. And I'm still doing the easy piano. I haven't gotten back to where I was at. But you know what? Baby steps. I do enjoy playing when I get the time. Right now, it's like in between doctor visits and everything else. It's just life is keeping me busy. So I like staying busy, though. Just hopefully in the near future, you'll see me playing piano again. Dear Bombshell, what movie should a couple see on Valentine's Day? And should it either be at the cinema or at the home? How long have y'all been together? A. B. Do you really want to go out to a movie when probably everybody else is going to be out at the movies? I really don't know what good Valentine's Day kind of movies are playing. I don't think there's any major love stories. A Dog's Purpose, but that's more about a dog. And The Resurrection of Gavin Stone with Shawn Michaels. Other than that, you might as well stay home, because if you don't watch SmackDown, there is a movie on the Hallmark Channel, brand new that night, that is definitely worth watching. Dear Bombshell, besides chocolate and candy, what gift can I get my girl on Valentine's Day? Again, the Dollar Tree. You don't have to spend a lot of money. Go out and just maybe spend $1 or $2, because some of the best gifts can be just something to show her that she matters to you. Okay? Dear Bombshell, my boyfriend always wants to eat at fancy restaurants, spend lots of money, but that just doesn't impress me much. Help. Okay. Men have a way of wanting to impress you and wine and dine you, and think that impresses you with, I want to say, taking care of you. It's like one of those where they feel like they have to, like a 1950s thing, where they want to bring out the best to pamper you a little bit. And if you go to a fancy restaurant, you don't have to order something like a steak and potato chips. No, that doesn't make sense. Steak and fries. You can order something like a fruit plate or maybe a kid's menu. If that price is what worries you and you don't want them to spend too much money, or if you're on a restricted diet, you just don't have to always spend the maximum amount of money to be happy, because you have the best gift of all. You have his company right there. Dear Bombshell, what is your favorite love song? Oh my goodness. There's so many great love songs that I can think of, from Chris Young and his Getting You Home, to Easton Corbin's Dance Real Slow, to let's see, I know there's some that I'm forgetting off the top of my head, but you hit me with a great one. But I think the best song it's a Kenny Rogers song, Buy Me a Rose. I think that's a wonderful love song. I also think that of course there's the obvious ones like George Strait and Conway Twitty. Oh, and those are like two of my favorites. There's just so many great country love songs. I'm sure there's some rock pop things out there, but the only ones I can think of off the top of my head are more traditional country. I Still Do by Wade Hayes. Rhett Akins, he's had some really great songs. Like I Wonder What You're Doing Tonight, if you're still in love with someone that doesn't love you. Sorry. Dear Bombshell, here we go. I love my man, but we have one major problem. Movies and TV. Y'all have movies and TV problems. I've been noticing that a lot. When I want to watch a romantic comedy, he wants to watch something like action adventure. When I want to watch The Bachelor, he wants to watch some nonsense that I don't wish to watch. How do I make him compromise? Very easily. You don't. You have to love him for him. You can't change him. And if you can't accept it, then maybe you shouldn't be together. I hate to be so negative, but it's true. I'm seeing a pattern here. Dear Bombshell, what are your 2017 Valentine's Day plans? I don't see anything major, which is fine by me. I just see me enjoying my SmackDown, my Hallmark movie, and that's all I need. I just don't need anything at this point. Dear Bombshell, I'm in love with a man who has a wandering eye. How do I get him to realize that I'm the only woman he will ever need? I'm tired of feeling like there's something he's not telling me that he's not getting out of our relationship. I mean, I know we aren't exclusive, but I want him to be exclusive. How do I make him stop looking around and start to settle down? Well, the best way is to sit down and talk this out, because men have a communication problem. If you can't sit there and have a decent conversation face to face, do not do this over the phone, do not do this over the internet, because I guarantee you, you will not get the result you want. You better be at dinner, you better be somewhere, maybe shopping, but where you can be at a place where he can focus on you and you can focus on him, and there is no outside interference from his family, from friends. Just you two together need to talk this out. Communication, I can't say that enough, is the key. Dear Bombshell, how do I get to surprise my girlfriend for Valentine's Day? Now, I don't believe in no fancy gifts. I'm a simple man. Any suggestions on how to show her how much she means to me without breaking my bank account? Dollar Tree, Dollar General. And, you know, I can't say it enough. It's not about the fancy gifts like the Vermont teddy bears, like the pajamagrams. It's not about that stuff. It's just that you really take time out to remember not only that it's Valentine's Day, but to show that you care. That's the greatest gift you can give. Because let me tell you, if you're in a relationship and they totally forget the 14th is a holiday, you got problems. Dear Bombshell, Valentine's Day gift. Should it be store-bought or homemade? Very easy. You could do either one. If you have the time, do a little extra effort and do something not store-bought but homemade. If you have no time and you're a busy man or woman, go ahead out there and get yourself something store-bought, but put a little effort into it by doing something they like or really wanted, and you went ahead and went the extra mile and made their day. Dear Bombshell, I'm involved in a long-distance relationship. I know that you have experience in this area. Thank you. We won't be together on the holiday. He is in the Army. How do I make my Valentines know that he is my only one and only, even if we can't be together? Care package. One thing that I would do with Mr. 8.5 years, which eventually cost me a lot, emotionally bankrupt me, and then financially, I would go out and find little doodads and things and send him that I thought he would enjoy. And I hope that he still has, or he enjoys them still, because it cost me a lot of money. But I didn't really care about how much money I spent, because I wanted to show how much he meant to me. I think that's the bottom line of all of this. Communication is key. Open up. Tell them what you're thinking, what you're feeling, what you want out of this holiday. Also, I think that a big thing that I'm noticing on these slips of paper, if you are a control freak, Make sure that you give them awareness that you have plans for them on the 14th, and don't just do a shock and awe thing, because that's not a good thing to do. And another thing, basically always be honest and talk from the heart, and make sure that your heart is being spoken and everybody knows what you're feeling and what you're thinking, and nobody's guessing or putting bad words out there or anything like that that might affect your loved one. So, communication, open, honest communication, and make sure that you talk out what you want to do. If you want to do the movies, do the movies. But maybe you should go ahead and say, hey, I want to go to the movies. What movie you want to see? Or, hey, this movie on the Hallmark Channel is coming on. You want to watch it with me? Or something to that nature. But be open, honest, and communicate. That's all I can give you for your Blonde Bombshell update of 2017 for Valentine's Day. May it be a wonderful, blessed, happy holiday for Happy Valentine's Day 2017.